I left Adobe a little over 6 years ago now because I was so tired of renting my software, and nowadays there are so many amazing alternatives and most of them are becoming free. Every time I make a video like this, it seems like Adobe raises their prices, and this time is no different. So if you want to get access to all of the Adobe apps, it'll cost you about $70 a month or about $840 a year. Or, if you want to be able to pay monthly and cancel your subscription anytime, that'll cost you over $100 or over $1,200 a year. Which at this point, I think is just flat out robbery. Back in 2023, when I made my last video about Adobe, it was $660 a year or $990 a year if you wanted to be able to cancel anytime. And yes, they still have fees if you want to cancel your annual plan early. I honestly thought the FTC lawsuit would change their ways about that, but no, it seems like they just make it apparent now that you will be charged, instead of trying to hide it like they did before. So what about Adobe alternatives? Well, just in the last year, we have had so many amazing alternatives become available completely for free. DaVinci Resolve is still my daily driver for video editing, and it has replaced Premiere Pro, After Effects, Audition, and with the newest update, it is even replacing Lightroom for me now. All of which you can get completely for free, or just a one-time payment of $295 if you want their studio, which I have found to be well worth it. And now, if you don't like DaVinci Resolve's node-based fusion as an After Effects alternative, Autograph was just made free, which is a layer-based compositor just like After Effects, and it's great for visual effects and motion graphics. Or if you just need to make motion graphics, Cavalry just became free as well. Then there's the Affinity Suite, which became free back in October, and that replaces Photoshop, InDesign, and Illustrator. So already with just 2 apps, you can replace about 90% of the Adobe suite for free. Like, there are so many incredibly powerful tools that you can get for free now, it's kind of crazy. But why are all of these apps becoming free? Like, is there a catch? And why is Adobe charging more than ever for their software? With most of these companies, they actually make their money elsewhere instead. So for example, with Blackmagic Design, who makes DaVinci, they also make professional cameras, as well as like production hardware. Maxon makes Cinema 4D, ZBrush, and the Red Giant toolkit. Canva has, well, Canva with a pro subscription. So all of these companies are probably making plenty to support themselves with their paid tools, not to mention that making these apps free are also a great way of getting people into their ecosystem so that they want to pay for their other paid products. Meanwhile, Adobe has been integrating more and more AI features, which are famously expensive to compute, and they know that many professionals just can't take the time to learn a new piece of software to make the switch. Adobe is also a publicly traded company, so they have pressures on shareholders to continue to increase their profits. And by the way, have you seen the Adobe stock lately? I am so glad to have switched away from Adobe and that I had the ability to do so, because I know there are a ton of people who are stuck on their ecosystem or companies that are just stuck with them. But honestly, like, if you're a hobbyist, I truly don't see a reason to stick with Adobe anymore. For me, I love DaVinci Resolve and I use it to edit all of my videos, although I am excited to try Autograph because as much as I love node-based editing in Fusion, I am excited to try a layer-based compositor again. For my photography, I'm using Affinity, although I'm still waiting for them to put the colored icons back from like Affinity Photo V2. I'm still using Capture One as well, although I think I will switch over to DaVinci Resolve once photo mode comes out of beta. Otherwise, I would love to hear your guys' thoughts about Adobe and about all of these apps that are becoming free. I've loved hearing from you guys in my previous videos, so please tell me your thoughts in the comments below. But that does it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe, and I hope you have a wonderful day.